Yes, please get started.
Yeah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Dhan Dhanvantaraye Namaha. So very good morning to all. So continuing the yesterday's session. So to achieve these four aims and objectives of human life, healthy and long life is very essential. Ayurveda teaches us how to lead a healthy, happy and long life. Hence, the persons who desire to achieve the goals of human life should have faith in the teachings of Ayurveda. So coming to Ayurveda Avatarana, that is origin of Ayurveda, Brahma Smritva Ayusho Vedam Prajapati Ajigrahat. So Ashvinau Tau Sahasraksham. So Atri Putradi Kan Muni. Te Agniveshadi Kamsate Tu Prutak Tantrani Te Nire. Tebyo Prakirnebhyaha Prayaha Sarata Rochayah. Kriyate Ashtanga Hrudayam Nati Sangepa Vistaram. The Hindus believe the science of medicine to be of divine origin. According to this tradition, Brahma, the creator of the universe, having known the immortal and eternal science of Ayurveda in full, taught it to Daksha Prajapati and Daksha to Ashwinis, the Vedic gods of medicine, who in turn taught to Indra. All schools of Ayurveda agree with the divine genealogy up to Indra, but give different versions regarding the transmission of science among the mortals. So when diseases began troubling the human beings and causing obstacles for acquisition of Purusharthas, that is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, sages like Dhanvantari, Bharadwaja, Nimi, Kashyapa and others went to Indra and prayed for the mankind to get relief from different psychosomatic disorders. Then Indra pleased and taught Ashtanga, that is 8 branches of Ayurveda, to the sages. Ashtanga Ayurveda. So now coming to the 8 branches of Ayurveda. Kaya, Bala, Graha, Urdhva, Anga, Shalya, Damshra, Jara, Vrishan. Ashtangani Tasya Ahu Chikitsa Eshu Samshrita. So these are the 8 branches of Ayurveda. That is Kaya Chikitsa, which is general medicine. Bala Chikitsa, or also called as Kaumara Britya, which is pediatrics. Graha Chikitsa or Bhuta Vidya, which could be demonology. Then Urdhvanga, meaning Shalakya, that is ENT and ophthalmology. Then Shalya Chikitsa, that is surgery. Damshra Chikitsa or Adata Tantra, that will be toxicology. Jara or Rasayana, that is geriatric medicine. Then Vrisha or Vajikarna, it is related to aphrodisiacs. So the management of diseases depend upon these 8 branches, that is Ashtanga Ayurveda. The sages, having learned the science and exchanged views among them and taught to their disciples like Agnivesha, Bela, Jatukarna, etc. They in turn wrote treatises and became popular in their names like Agnivesha Samhita, Bela Samhita, etc. In this way, Ayurveda transmitted from the creator of universe to the mortals. Thank you.
Okay. Ishwar Chandra, next participant, can you read? And in case if you can't read India Sanskrit, you can just start reading the English translation. That should be fine. Ishwar Chandra, do you want to read? Okay. Ishwar Chandra, how about Ashok?
Yes, sir. I can read.
Yes, please go.
To achieve these 4 aims, and objectives of human life, healthy and long life is essential. Ayurveda teaches us how to lead a healthy, happy, and long life. Hence, the persons who desire to achieve the goals of human life should have faith in the teaching of Ayurveda. Ayurveda, Vatrana, origin of Ayurveda, Brahma, Smatyu Ved Prajapati Majigrahat, Soshvino to Sahasrakshasो Tripudika Munina, Tegni Veshadikaste tu Pruthak Tantrani Tenire, Tebhyo Tivi Prakirnebhya Prayaha Saratrocha Kriyate Shad Hrudaya Natis Sunday Pavistram. The Hindus believe the science of medicine to be of divine origin. According to this tradition, Brahma, the creator of the universe, having known the immortal and eternal science of Ayurveda in full, taught to it to Daksha Prajapati, and Daksha taught to Ashwins, the Vedic gods of medicine, who in turn taught to Indra. All schools of Ayurveda agree with the divine genealogy up to Indra, but give different version regarding the transmission of the science among the mortals. When diseases begin troubling the human being and causing obstacles for the acquisition of Purusharthas, that is Dharma, Atma, Kama, and Moksha, sages like Dhanvantari, Bharadwaja, Nimi, Kashyapa, and other went to Indra and prayed for the mankind to get relief from different psychosomatic disorders. Then Indra placed and taught Ashtanga, 8 branches, Ayurveda to the sagas. Ashtanga Ayurveda, 8 branches of Ayurveda. Kala, Kaya Bala, Grahodhva, Shalya, Drashta, Jarash, Vrishana, Ashtavadani, Tasyahu, Chikitsa, Yeshu, Sashrita. एक काया चिकित्सा, जनरल मेडिसिन. सेकंड बाल चिकित्सा, कौमार्य भारतीय पेडियाट्रिक्स. 3 ग्रह चिकित्सा, भूता विद्या, डेमोनोलॉजी. 4 ऊर्ध्वंगा सलाक्य चिकित्सा, ENT and ophthalmology. 5 शल्य चिकित्सा, सर्जरी. 6 दंष्ट्रा चिकित्सा, अगाडा तंत्र, टॉक्सिलॉजी. 7 जरा रसायना, don't know, geriatrics. 8 वृषा वजीकरण, अफोर्डिसिस. The management of disease depends upon these 8 branches, that is Ashtanga Ayurveda. The sagas, having learned the science and the exchange view among them, and tough to their displays like Agnivesha, Bhela, Jatukarna, etc. They wrote treatises and become popular in their names like Agnivarsha, Samishta, Bhela, Samhita, etc. In this way, Ayurveda transmitted from the creators of the universe to the mortals.
Okay, thank you. And it's Samahita, and when it's sages actually. So we'll try to improvise the pronunciation as we learn, and as our other participants will read and we'll get to know. And only people who can read the slokas can read, otherwise we'll continue with English translation. So next,
okay, Rajaji, good morning all. I can take it forward. Rajaji.
Okay, thank you, Ishwarji. Yeah, we can start with just reading the description. I think this shows all the 8 branches of medicine, Chikitsa that's available. Kaya Chikitsa, Bala Chikitsa, Graha Chikitsa, Urdhvanga, Salya Chikitsa, Damsa Chikitsa, Jara, Prisha or Vajikarna. Okay, I think you can start from this page.
Okay. So Ashtanga Hrudaya, Sutra Sthana. Preceptors of Ayurveda, Brahma, Daksha Prajapati, Ashwins, and Indra. And branched like according to Charaka, Bharadwaja, Sushruta, Divodasa, Dhanvantari, to Kashyapa, Atreya, Punarvasu, Agnivesha, Bhela, Parasara, Harita, Ksharapani, etc. Under Dhanvantari, Sushruta, Aupadaneva, Nava, Pushkalavata, Karavirya, Gopura Rakshita, etc. So under Vasishta, Atri, and Bhrigu, their sons and disciples.
Yeah, you can continue reading this also.
Briefly saying, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha are the 3 doshas, like functional units or biological forces which are existing in the body. These 3 doshas keeps the body in healthy condition when they are in equilibrium state and causes diseases in the vitiated state. Notes, these 3 doshas have been divided into 3 types: Vriddhi, increased state; Kshaya, decreased state; Samya, balanced or equilibrium state. Both Vriddhi and Kshaya have been further classified as mild, moderate, and severe. One is Vriddhi, Vriddhitara, Vriddhitama. Like Vriddhi is Alpa, mild; Vriddhitara is Madhya, moderate; and Vriddhitama is Utsksha, severe. So Kshina is Alpa and mild; Kshinatara, Madhya and moderate; Kshinatama is Uksrat. Sorry, I'm not able to pronounce that. Utskrasta, severe. Okay. Briefly saying, there are 3 doses only. That means on an elaboration, more than 3 must be there. Basing on this site and function of these doshas, they have been further classified as 5 types of Vata: Prana, Udana, Vyana, Samana, and Apana; 5 types of Pitta, Pasaka, Ranjaka, Sadhaka, Aloka, and Brajaka; and 5 types of Kapha, Keladaka, Kledaka, Avalambaka, Vodaka, Tarpaka, and Slesaka. These classifications have been made only for the practical convenience. Some acharyas categorized the Rakta as the 4th dosha based on the following reasons: Sthana, site or place; Yakrit, Pilha, liver and spleen; Lakshana, qualities; Padmalakutaka, Sannibham; Indragopa, Pratikasam. Color of blood resembles lotus flower lac and insect Indragopa. Kriya, function, supporting life and nourishing the body. Vikara, disease. Vistara, Phlia. Chikitsa, treatment. Sira, Vedhana, venesection. By the above reasons, blood may be grouped under doshas, but it is not correct because as per the definition of dosha, Rakta is not vitiating any other dhatus, but itself is being vitiated by the 3 doshas. So, Rakta cannot be called as dosha. Hence, doshas existing in the body are 3 only: site of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Though the 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, spreads all over the body, they are found predominantly in the following places. Thank you.
Okay. Manishji, do you want to read? Manishji. Sharnya-ji, do you want to read?
Yes, sure. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Dhan Dhanvantriye Namaha. So I am reading the page number 6, Ashtanga Hrudayam, Sutra Sthana. Preceptors of Ayurveda: Brahma, Daksha Prajapati, Ashwins, Indra. Indra is kind of categorized into 3 these things. According to Charaka, Bharadwaja, under Bharadwaja, Atreya, Punarvasu, Agnivesha, Bhela, Parasara, Harita, Ksharapani, etc. According to Sushruta, Divodasa or Dhanvantri, under Dhanvantri, Sushruta, Aupade Nava, Paushkalavata, Karavirya, Gaupura Rakshita. According to Kashyapa, under Kashyapa, Vasishta, Atri, and Bhrugu, and followed with their sons and disciples. Descriptions of dosha. Okay. Briefly saying, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha are the 3 doshas, functional units or biological forces which are existing in the body. These 3 doshas keeps the body in healthy condition when they are in equilibrium state and causes diseases in the vitiated states. Notes. So these 3 doshas have been divided into 3 types as Vriddhi, which is increased state; Kshaya, decreased state; Samya, balanced or equilibrium state. Both Vriddhi and Kshaya have been further classified as mild, moderate, and severe. Vriddhi, Vriddhita, Vriddhithara, and Vriddhitama. Vriddhi means Alpa, which is mild. Vriddhithara is Madhya, which is moderate. Vriddhitama, which is Utkarsha. Utkrashta, which is severe. Similarly, Kshaya also is divided into 3 categories, which is Kshina, which is alpha or mild, Kshinatara, Madhya or moderate, Kshinatama, Utkrasta, which is severe. Briefly saying, there are 3 doshas only. That means on an elaboration, more than 3 must be there. Basis on the site and the functions of these doshas, they have been further classified as 5 types of Vata, 5 types of Pitta, 5 types of Kapha. 5 types of Vata, which is Prana, Udana, Vyana, Samana and Apana. 5 types of Pitta is Pachaka, Ranjaka, Sadhaka, Alochaka, Brajaka. 5 types of Kapha, Kledaka, Avalambaka, Bodhaka, Tarpaka and Sleshaka. This classification has been made only for the practical convenience. Some acharyas categorize the Rakta as the 4th dosha basing on the following reasons. Sthana, which is site or a place, Yaktra or Pilaha, which is liver and spleen, Lakshana, which is quality, Padamalatuka, Sanibham, Indragopa, Pratiksham. Color of blood resembles lotus flower, lac, and the insect Indragopa. Kriya, which is function, supporting life and nourishing the body. Vikara, diseases. Visarpa, phila. 5th one, Chikitsa, which is treatment. Sira, Vedana, venesection. By the above reasons, blood may be grouped under doshas, but it is not correct because as per the definition of dosha, Rakta is not vitiating any other dhatus, but itself is being vitiated by the 3 doshas. So, Rakta cannot be called as dosha. Hence, the doshas existing in the body are 3 only, which is your Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Site of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Though the 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, spreads all over the body, they are found predominantly in the following places. Thank you.
Okay. Next page. Amulya ji, do you want to continue?
Hello,
yes,
I was.
Yes.
Okay, okay, somebody else. Will you take it, ma'am?
Amulya ji. Okay, please carry on.
Who should do, sir?
Amulya ji, if you can, please go ahead and read.
Okay, okay. So now coming to the sthanas of doshas. So Vata, it is located below the navel region. Pitta is located in between heart and umbilicus, and Kapha dosha is above the heart region. So relationship between doshas and age, day, night, and diet. So Vata, I mean, the doshas have in relation to the age of a person or the time of the day, and as well as our dietary habits. So that means Vayo Ahoratri Bhuktanam Te Anta Madhyadigaha Kramat. So that means Vata, Pitta, Kapha are predominantly present in last, middle, and first stages of age, day, night, and diet respectively. So that means, so Vata dosha, no, it is usually present in the last stage of age. So first point is Vaya. In the shloka they are mentioned as Vaya. So Vaya means age. So Vata usually is predominant in old age. Then in coming to the time of the day, what time of the day Vata will be predominant? It is in the evening hours. So Vata, I always remember, we have to remember it is last. So evening hours. So even in the night time, which part of the night it is predominant? It is predominant in the last part of the night, that is ending hours of the night. So when coming to the diet, ahara, this one, so end of the digestion, Vata will be predominant. Then coming to Pitta dosha, likewise, it is in the middle stage of all these things. So if we consider age, usually adults, that is middle age, it will be predominant. Then in the day, it is midday, like when it is very hot, no, very sunny. So Pitta will be more. And even in the night, middle of the night, it will be predominant. Then ahara, or what you can say, diet, it is during the process of digestion, because Pitta is responsible for digestion. So they have given a diagrammatic representation here. So next, Kapha. Sir, if you can open Kapha, I can finish that Kapha also. So Kapha will be in the early or the beginning part of all these things. So if it is age in childhood, so in Bala, no, in kids, it will be predominant. And in the first stage of the day, so early morning, then even in the night, so starting of the night hours, then in the beginning of digestion, that is first stage of diet, it will be predominant. Sir, shall I continue or?
No, that should be fine, and read it again. Thank you. Vanishji, do you want to read?
Yeah, I will read. You can just go. The picture little, the screen. Oh. Read it again, the same page.
Yes, we'll read every page twice, madam.
Okay. So the Vata is seated below the navel region. Pitta is seated between the heart and umbilicus. Kapha above the heart region. So relationship between the doshas and the age, day, night and diet. Vayo ahoratri bhuktanam te anta madhyadigaha kramat. Vata, Pitta and Kapha are predominantly present in the last, middle and first stages of age, day, night and diet respectively. That means Vata is predominantly present in the last stage of the age, that is old age. And in the day, it is the last stage of the day, that is the evening hours. Night, it is the last part of the night, ending hours of the night. Last stage of the diet, that is during digestion, it is the end of digestion. Pitta is predominantly present in the middle stage of the age, that is middle age, middle stage of the day, that is midday, middle stage of the night, that is midnight, and during digestion, it is during the process of digestion. Kapha. Similarly, Kapha is predominant in the first stage, that is the first stage of the age, childhood, first stage of the day, morning hours, first stage of the night, that is starting of the night hours, and first stage of the diet, beginning of the digestion. Relationship between?
That should be fine, madam. Let's end it for today. We have just 4 minutes left. Let's try to summarize what we have learned today and yesterday. Anybody wants to summarize what we have learned yesterday and today, or at least for today? You can.
Sir, can I summarize?
Yes, please. Amulaji, carry on.
Sir, can you go to the previous page so that it will be easy for me to.
You want to go through all the pages?
Yes, sir. The beginning of the page today, what we started, no? So it will be easy for me to.
Yeah.
So today, to summarize what we have learned is, one is Ayurveda Avatarana, that is origin of Ayurveda, then Ashtangas of Ayurveda, then Tridosha. So a few more details of the dosha. So coming to origin of Ayurveda, so what Ayurveda usually, any reference, any textual reference believes is the Lord Brahma. Brahma is the main creator of or Ayurveda has been originated from Lord Brahma. So he has further passed it on to Daksha Prajapati. He further passed it on to Ashwini Kumaras. They are the twin gods of Ayurveda. Then further from him, Lord Indra has learnt the knowledge, Ayurvedic knowledge. Further, different textual references give different opinions that different sages have learned from Indra. So, according to Charaka Samhita, Bharadwaja Muni learned from Indra. Then he passed it on to Atreya Punarvasu. Then further, this was passed it on to Agnivesha, Bhela, Parashara, Harita, Ksharapani, etc. sages. But according to Sushruta, he is mentioned as Lord Indra passed the knowledge to Divodasa Dhanvantari. Further, it was taught to Sushruta, Aupadenava, Paushkalavata, Karavirya, Gopura Rakshita, etc. sages. So, according to Kashyapa, Acharya Kashyapa, it was Vashishtaji, Atreyaji, and Bhruguji. They learned from Indra. Then it was passed on to their sons and disciples. So, actually, the origin, why the origin is also important, because the human beings started suffering from the diseases, whether either mental or physical. So, they started suffering from illnesses. So they went on to the Lord Indra, or I mean, they went on to the sages. These sages went on to Indra and further brought the knowledge to the earth. So this is what they believe. Then the major pillar in Ayurveda is one of the basic principle will be Tridosha. So these Tridosha are Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So if they are the very basic prime factor to maintain the healthy stage of the body. So if they are disturbed, if they are functionally or physically, if there is increase or any abnormality, they will cause the disease. This is the main reason. So even in the abnormalcy, they have been treated into three types. So vriddhi, that is increased, kshaya, that is decreased, then samya means balanced or equilibrium state. So again, further there is classification of even these abnormalities, in-depth classification to understand the disease better, to understand the conditions better. So if there is vriddhi, even in that they have staged as mild, moderate, and severe. So vriddhi will be mild, vriddhitara, vriddhitama. And even in the kshaya or the reduction of any dosha, so that is categorized as kshina, kshinatara, kshinatama. So these are the doshic classification. Again, according to some acharyas, especially mainly according to Sushruta, so he classifies Rakta also as fourth dosha, depending on